Finally, I thought I'd never do this. Let me explain. I moved from Vitoria to Madrid almost 10 years ago to study design and quickly started working. Running consultancies, design studios, offices, I even opened my own studio. EP trips around Europe with a theatre company. We even opened a theatre school in La Elipa. I met a lot of people, good people. I met her. Cat, house with a terrace in Vallecas and a ficus in a little room. The more you change job, the little more you earn, so it even allows you to travel. You book flights to Amsterdam. You go to your mother's house every month for 4 days.
Bueno, hemos recibido bien la noticia de que vas a venir en un par de semanas, pues ya nos veremos.
And time goes by, until it stops, suddenly. I guess that's what happens when a person is missing, that everything gets disarranged. People you care about start to ignore you, old friends reappear again. The same week he passed away, during my sick leave for depression, my creative director called me to tell me that I was fired, that I no longer fit in the team. Ahí te quedas. And there you are, managing farewells, memories, and employment paperwork and lawyers. And you start to realize that maybe not everything was in its place. What the hell are you doing here? The pain of absence is compounded by the feeling of worthlessness that comes with being unemployed. Being alone makes you turn inward, and I look at myself. I realized that what I liked was being with him, talking about life, politics, and playing domino, hearing his youth stories, de cómo hacían y deshacían, listening him talk about plants, trees, pruning, whether you want to bring some letters to your mother, about how the zucchinis have grown this year or the bugambillas have blossomed. What I hardly ever talk about with him was about my job. It's curious, isn't it? So much time and distance for the most interesting part to be everything else. Illness is inevitable. What is avoidable is wasting the time we have, because the movie is very short, and the time to share it even shorter. Time is all we have. Too little to be submerged in a Mac screen. In all this turmoil, at some point the plants appear. Miniature trees, the bonsai, and I kinda feel him close again, like if he was talking to me over the shoulder from somewhere distant, whenever I stand in front of a trunk, watching the bark or touching the leaves. But the trees as well tell their own story, about their origin, passage of time, about their struggles. El árbol muestra su tiempo, como diría Valerie. I never had the chance to show him any of my work, but I know he would be very proud to see me working with trees. So, I said goodbye to the house, the cat, the terrace plant, and the terrace itself. To her, family, friends, to come here to Japan to become a deshi, a bonsai apprentice with my sensei Matsusue-san in his Suisho-en house in Hyogo Prefecture. I know it may sound like a cliché, after a tragedy traveling to Asia to find oneself, but for me it's the same as ser un provinciano en la capital intentando hacerse un hueco en el mundo del diseño, convertido en un cínico esteta, vacío de contenido pero lleno de soluciones, sin tiempo para nadie pero hiperconectado, que despotrica de sus jefes en casa pero buena cara en las dailies los lunes, hablando de por qué Tony Segarra o Steve Jobs son unos genios. I've learned that before looking outward, one must look inward. It's useless to want to change the rest of the world when you are the first one afraid of change. So, here I am, in my Japanese apartment, with my camera and my backpack, a couple of t-shirts, a bowl, a pair of chopsticks, and a kettle. Right now I may not have anything, but at least I recognize myself. And if things happen for a reason, now I want to share this new path. Somos lo que hacemos con lo que hicieron de nosotros, que diría Sartre. And you always have to choose a cliché to live by. So, I guess I prefer the first one.